everyone, I'm Dana, and this is Gunner. Gunner, come on. He's right here. He's sleeping. But for today, I'm actually going to be showing you some of my plants because I really like plants a lot. And I'm just going to show you some of my favorites. I have a lot more than this, but some of them are just not doing the best, or I'm just not happy with them right now. They're being dramatic because the season is changing and they're just now unhappy for whatever reason. So yeah, I'm going to start off with my ZZ plant. His name is Beard. I didn't name a lot of my plants, but I like the band ZZ Top, and people who actually listen to the band would know that one of the people in the band, his name is Beard. And this plant has done nothing but wonders for me, honestly. It never has been dramatic at all. It's just been thriving here. Just growing. I know, like, he's not the biggest, but honestly I'm okay with that because I don't have a lot of room for plants, but I would like to just collect plants, so it's probably the best that he's staying small for plants, but I would like to just collect plants, so it's probably the best that he's staying small. Start. Next I have my big Monstera deliciosa, which, like, is by no means big compared to a lot of, like, mature monsteras that I've seen, but I wanted to start a plant off, like, before it had any of, like, the Swiss cheese leaves, and I actually separated the monstera that I had into, like, 5 different plants, but this is just the one that I'm happy with, like, the most. I actually have 2 monsteras I'm going to show you, but this one is the one with, like, all the mature leaves and stuff. You can see it. Super cool, and it's actually putting out some new growth right here. I'm not sure if you can see that, but just a super cool plant. I'm hoping that it will grow more upright now that I can open up my windows without my room like becoming like 80 degrees, because yeah, my plants, another reason why they were being so dramatic is because it was so hot here for a while, and we don't have like the best air conditioner, so we had to keep like all of our windows closed so that our house would like be kind of a reasonable temperature. But yeah, my plants were not too happy about that. But then the next one is my little Monstera, and this leaf got a little damaged, but I just think like it's so cute right now, and I kind of don't want it to get any bigger, so I kind of keep it like so it's still getting light, but it's not like as much light, so it'll grow a little bit slower, so I can enjoy it while it's like all little and like in its small baby stage, because I think it's super cute. Next, I have my Hoya Crimson Princess, who I've had for maybe 6 months, and over the summertime it put out some new growth, which was super exciting. But yeah, you can see like the leaves are pink, but yeah, this plant is pretty cool. I'm kind of disappointed at how slow of a grower it is, because I'm hoping that eventually I can take shoots from it to get it to fill out, because this whole pot's pretty empty. And I want it to have more going on up here, because it's kind of naked right now, and I don't know. But yeah, so that's one thing, but like it's still, like, I love vining plants, so I still love it. Next up, I have this little tiny cactus who's just like overjoyed right now. And this guy is one of my favorites because I did him so dirty. Like, My mom likes to look at all my plants, but one day she accidentally knocked like something over and a bunch of my plants fell, but they were all fine. But this guy, who was like, I maybe got him like a week before like this happened, he fell and I forgot that it existed, and for I'd say 5 months it was just hiding, like hidden. It got no light. It was out of its pot. It wasn't getting any water for 5 months, and it was just in the dark. And then one day I decided to like redo my room, so I'm redoing my room and I see it laying there and it's still alive, and I was like, alright, my bad, and I put him out in the sun, and literally like 2 days later he started putting out all these little shoots and everything, and he's just thriving now, and I'm like, good for you, you deserve it. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. Next up is my Majula Pothos, and this one, it is looking a little worse for wear, and that's completely my fault. I gave it too much water, but nevertheless, it is still a beautiful plant, and it's gonna recover just fine. I just overwatered it one day because I didn't realize how much water I put in it, and yeah, but it's doing fine. It's really pretty. I wouldn't say it's my favorite pothos that I have. I think I like the pothos Enjoy the best, which is coming up. But it's still a really pretty plant. I really love like the designs on its leaves. I know it has some brown tips and stuff, but that's from overwatering, because pothos don't need a lot of water, which is awesome because I love that, because I forget to water them sometimes and I feel really bad. But yeah. Next is my green spider plant, which I grew from a little shoot, and this is like 6 months later that it's this big. He's a little top heavy, as you can tell. His roots are still developing some, but oh my goodness, what a cool plant. I love this plant because you can't find green spider plants anywhere. Like, I literally never see any at a store. So I got this one from one of my teachers actually, and I asked if I could take some shoots, and they were like, yeah, of course. And I'm really pumped that I have a green spider plant because they're just pretty rare actually. I get like, they might not seem as exciting as like the variegated ones, but like, this is such a pretty green. Like, look at that. It's such a cool plant. I wish they had more hype. But yeah, so I can't wait until it starts putting out shoots and like does that like cascading down with like all the shoots. That's gonna look so cool, and I'm really excited. This is my marble queen pothos, and I've had this plant, I'd say about a year I've had it, and it has doubled in size. When I first got it, it didn't have like any of this or any of this. It was just in the pot. It wasn't doing any of this veining stuff that I love so much. And then over the summer, she just started putting out a lot of new growth, and I'm so happy because I, like I said earlier, love vining plants. I know a lot of these plants aren't really rare, but these are just my favorite plants. They don't have to be rare to be my favorites, but yeah, I love how like the marbling on this one is like less, but then like this one is almost like all white right here, you see? Like, it's just so pretty. So unique. I love it so much. This is my Pilea peperum whitey eyes, I think it's called. I need to water it, but this plant is actually so low maintenance. I saw so many people had it, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, it looks really difficult to take care of, like, because the leaves are like so unique, and it's like such a like strange looking like unique plant. I'm like, I can't have it, like I'm gonna kill it, right? But it has put up with my neglect thus far, and it's super fast growing, even though I forget to water it all the time. But yeah, literally like such a cool plant. And like if you are looking for like a super easy to care for plant, super low maintenance, I would say get a Pilea peperum whitei, because honestly, like, that plant has put up with so much. I feel so bad, like, and just imagine if I did water it like more often, I'm sure it would be like putting out shoots and like be even bigger than what it is now. This is my Philodendron Brazil. I don't know, he's getting some crunchy leaves, but I feel like it's from the heat that we had. But this plant I've had for maybe 5 months, maybe less, and it has grown so fast. This plant is so fast growing, and I love the leaves so much. It's so unique and pretty. Like, it's kind of like the Marble Queen, how like each leaf is a little bit different, but oh my goodness, what a cool plant. And another super easy to care for, super fast growing house plant that literally you kind of just leave it be and it'll do its thing. To be fair, I have this one on a south facing window, so it does get a lot of like nice sunlight too. I'm sure if you had it like in a darker area it wouldn't grow as fast, but for me it is just having a party over here. I think I might need to water it soon. But yeah. Next I have this little guy, and I've had it for almost a year, and he hasn't grown at all. I'm so happy that he hasn't grown at all. I love that it's like this little cactus. I never want him to grow. like for most of my plants I'm excited that they're gonna get bigger, but this guy, I don't want him to ever get bigger. He needs to stay this size forever. I love him. Ah, so cute. This plant is my Petra Croton, and it has been a saint to me. Like, I've had so many Crotons that have just up and died, or have declined so much before deciding, oh, you know, I guess I'm happy here. Like, I have a Mamie Croton that literally for a while just had one leaf, and I was like, but now it's putting out more leaves, but still, like, this one has just really stuck with me, you know? Like, I got it when I was first getting into houseplants, and Crotons are hard to take care of, like, but this one has actually been super easy to take care of, and I'm very happily surprised. Like, it's been steadily growing. Like, it's not the fastest growing plant by any means, but like, it's putting out new leaves. Like, right there you can see 2 new leaves are coming in, and yeah, they're not like super colorful, but like, I don't really care, honestly. I'm just happy that it's growing. I don't care if the leaves aren't like, ooh, colors. Like, I still think it's really pretty. But yeah, what a cool plant. Next is my Pothos Enjoy, and this one I am so happy about, even though like it's not the best looking plant right now. I got it when it was like super, like in a super bad like state, like it was not healthy at all. And now, oh my goodness, it is putting out, I got it had maybe like 4 leaves, and I got it like in the beginning of the summer, and now it's fall, and look at that, it's grown so much. I want to take a shoot from it eventually once it gets a little bit bigger, so I can make it not so empty up here like I want to do with my Hoya. But for now, he's just this one string. He's growing backwards for some reason, so maybe he'll just grow back into the pot, and I don't know, maybe I won't have to take a shoot. But yeah, this is by far my favorite Pothos, because I love like the leaf designs. Like, those spots are so pretty. I don't know, what a cool plant. Next up is my African violet. This plant is another one of those plants that are just so easy to take care of. I've honestly had no problems with this plant. Like, some of the leaves on the outside are dying, but those are like super old leaves. And also, I feel like it's getting pretty root bound in this pot, so I wouldn't be surprised if I had to get it a bigger pot soon. But it's flowering, sort of. It's just starting to bloom again. It has another bloom coming in there. I'm not sure if you can see it. But yeah, this plant was a gift for like Easter. My mom gave it to me, and it has just been living its best life. And I'm not really a fan of flowering plants, but I love the leaves on this plant too. Like, and it's honestly so easy to take care of. Like, I mean, it does get quite a lot of sunlight because this one is also at a south facing window too, but like, it just is always putting out new growth. Like, whenever I see it, or it's always flowering, it's always doing something. There's always something going on with it. Next up is my string of hearts. This one, it may not have a lot going on right now. It's just one strand, but it's honestly really fast growing. Like, I do feel like I need to put it in a new pot because I feel like this soil just doesn't hold water fast enough, so I feel like it is drying out quite a bit. Like, it's getting pretty sad because of that, so I will need to repot it, but I'm waiting until like it's more fall, growing season slows down, and they're kind of going a little bit more dormant because I don't want to upset it, because where I'm from, it's really hard to find exciting plants like this. And yeah, I just really wanted to do well because I wanted this plant for a really long time because I love vining plants, but I can't do it dirty. Like, oh my goodness, I love like string of bananas, string of pearls, but like this summer they just both didn't do well, like in my house, and I'm like, I cannot do this one dirty. And I guess I'll get myself new string of bananas, new string of pearls, and see if maybe third time's a charm, but like, it's not as easy to get like a string of hearts, so I cannot do it dirty. And this is my weird looking Chinese evergreen, who is always putting out new growth whenever I see it. It's always putting out new leaves. As you can see on the top, there's 2 little new leaves coming in. Like, this was given to me from my uncle, and for a while I didn't really know what type of plant it was, and it used to have like 5 or 6 other leaves, but they were all damaged because he had this plant outside. So now that it has more leaves that it put out, I decided to take those other leaves off because, like, I didn't have to worry now, but now it's looking a little naked, so yeah, I'll just have to wait until it puts out more new growth. Like, the stem is just pretty empty though. It's kind of funny looking, but that's what makes it unique. This little succulent is another one of my favorites. I'm so bad at keeping succulents alive, so literally, like, if you see this video, like, comment and tell me what you know about succulents and how to keep them alive, because this plant is really important to me because I got it when, like, someone special to me was gonna be gone for a while, but, like, they're back now, but my mom gave it to me for, like, because she knew I was sad because the person was gone for a while, and now because of that, I have like an attachment to this plant, and I just, even though like I'm not really a succulent person, this plant is super special to me now, and I cannot do it dirty by any means because it's like kind of a symbolic thing, I guess, so please help me keep it alive. This is my miniature umbrella plant, and I think it's doing alright. I'm not exactly sure how much it needs to be watered yet. I'm still struggling with that. But I love its leaves. I love what it's got going on. It looks like a bunch of fireworks. It's having a party. Good for it. Like, thriving. Yes, have a party. Good times, right? But yeah, I just like it because it's just so different from all the other plants that I have, and very unique. Then I have this heartleaf philodendron. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. And I love this plant. I have it sitting on a bookshelf, so that's why the back is kind of bare, but the front, ooh, look at that, look at the front, ooh, so much is going on. And this plant is also super fast growing and also super easy to take care of because it's on like a high shelf, so like higher up than like what my eyes can see, and as someone with ADHD, out of sight, out of mind, I forget about it. So this one has put up with me forgetting about it for a very long time, and it's just been growing and thriving, and every time I see it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot about you, look how big you got, and I need to water you now because I forgot about you, I'm so sorry. But it's still here, it's thriving, it's happy, and yeah, what a cool plant. Alright, then my second to last plant is this Sansevieria, this snake plant, because let me tell you, I can't remember the last time I've watered this thing. It's putting out new growth. I'm not sure if you can see in there. There's like some new little guys growing in there. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's new growth. And I have it on a bookshelf, like kind of far away from the light. It's putting out new growth. It put out an entirely new, like, I think it's called a pup, and I actually removed it, and that thing is growing so fast too. I'm like so confused. I'm like, what did I do to deserve you? But yeah, it's just super cool. Like, such an easygoing plant. So literally, if you want a plant with like zero commitment, but like with the air filtering qualities, like get a Sansevieria, because like this guy has no business. Like, it just is here, it's chilling, it doesn't care, it's thriving. This is my grand finale plant. Don't mind like the stuff I got going on over there. I call him the man. He is just an English ivy, but look at him. Look at him. Look at him. He is so big. I'm gonna move this. Look at this guy. He is just such a big plant. That is by far my favorite plant, and he has just done nothing but grow and be happy. And I cannot say it how many times. This guy is such a cool plant. Look at how big he is. Like, his leaves are like huge. I left him outside the first year that we had him, and since then he just grew. And then this summer I just didn't have the heart to have him outside because I was like, oh gosh, I don't want him to get like a pest or a disease or anything. But yeah, this is the love of my life right here. Alright, but that's it of my plant tour sort of thing. Yeah, I didn't really want to show my room because it's like really messy right now because I'm kind of in the middle of moving, and like I just have a lot of stuff going on, so I have a lot of stuff in my room. But yeah, so thank you for watching the video. If you liked the video, please make sure to leave a like and comment and maybe even subscribe. I know this wasn't exactly dog content, but the weather has just been kind of weird in Wisconsin right now, and because of that I am kind of limited at what to do with my dog, and he's just been really tired. But his birthday is coming up, so I'm hoping I can release a little birthday video for him. It's September 14th, but it might be a couple days late, like, just because I have a lot of stuff going on now that college has started. But yeah, thank you for watching. This is me and Gunner. But yeah, bye!